What's up YouTube, it's your boy Chance, back again with another video. This time I am doing a tutorial video for a very good friend of mine who's brand new to the YouTube scene, Miss Tattooed Girl, who's a very dear and very close friend of mine. This is a tutorial on how to use Power Director. This isn't just for the pro version like I have, this is for any version of Power Director. Whether you have the bundle edition, whether you have the regular one, or Power Director Pro like myself. But with that being said, let's get this started. First, what you're going to want to do, and this is how to edit and everything, so I'm going to be going into detail. This won't be too long, I promise. But first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to be presented with this screen right here. And what you want to do is click on New Project. Now, depending on what style you want to use, I don't normally use this one right here. I normally use the 16 by 9, 16.9, because that's your full screen one. This one right here is for like if you want to play like say thumb drift or like one of your thumb based games, then you'll use this. But for the most part, you're gonna want to use this if you're doing regular videos. So for now, we're just gonna leave it on 16.9. And you also do want to name your project. I don't normally do that because I already know where they're at, so I don't bother naming them. But what you do is you click on OK, and it'll bring you to this screen right here. Now, if you can do this many ways, and just for example, I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. Like as you can see, you can go here, click on this, and you can record videos or whatever. Like you can record your stuff that way. I just hit the escape button. Like right here is basically where all your video footage is. But for this one, we're just going to go into download. And just for example, let's say just for pure example, let's say I wanted to take Miss Tattoo Girl's intro and throw it into a video. Like let's do this. Let's click on her intro. You're going to tap on it. And then you're going to click on this right here, which is the plus sign. You're going to click that. Now that you have that, you're going to drag your thing over all the way over to right here to the end of the clip. And then you're just going to go in and add whatever clip you want, whether it be on camera or what have you. So like let's just say for example I wanted to throw in let's take my gameplay video that I did Need for Speed Carbon with Sean's GT500, his Shelby Mustang GT500. Just for example, I'm going to click on that and it will add it to this. And then you're going to click on the back button, obviously. And then as you can see, it's combined the two. Get rid of that. Now, as you can see, there's like no edits to it or whatever. Now, this applies to this one only if like you have certain ones that you can use on regular, which is fine. I've used regular ones myself. What you want is you want to click on this little lightning bolt right here, this little black and white square. You want to click on that and you'll be presented with this. Now, as you can see, they have the whole wide range of different effects. Now, my personal favorite ones to use are ones like this, like right here, this film. This one right here, which is really cool. It's like a fire effect, or the crossfade, or the blur. And occasionally, I'll use like these four right here. But for the most part, I usually stick with my other ones. So for this one, we're just going to go into this, and then it automatically adds that effect. Now, if you do have the Pro version, which you do have to buy, it's not that expensive actually, you click on Get More, and then you have a bunch of really cool ones that I do use a lot, like because I do have the Pro version, because a very, very good friend of mine did hook me up with it. He's actually a local here in the area, and he does a lot of video editing as well, so he was able to hook me up with it. But this is where your Pro Edition ones are going to be. But for those of you that don't have Pro Edition, we're just going to focus on these. Now, what you're going to want to do is after you've done that, like, after you've added your effect, you're going to want to go back and just play it back. See how it sounds. Like, just for this example, I'm just going to play through for you. As you can see, it's got the intro. And then once you get up to about right here, this is what the effect will do. See, it does a crossfade. Now for this one, I'm just gonna get rid of that one. So there is one more at this other end that I do like to use, which is the X-ray fade and a few others. So for this one, I am gonna try this effect. So let's just do like this. As you can see, it has different effects. Now, if you would like to get rid of that, you just simply hit, if I can get rid of it. Now, they do have different effects too, which is really cool. So, like, if you wanted to have, say, a really cool effect on, say, your intro, you simply go to FX and you'll be presented with this. Now, as you can see, they got some really cool effects that I've actually used myself. My personal favorite is the TV screen one. I absolutely love that one. So, for this one, but just to be funny for this one, I'm going to use the water effect, as it's really super cool. And you guys will see what I mean. As you see, it does a really cool water ripple effect. And then you can do the same thing with this as well, if you really wanted to. Like, let's just say, let's go with this one right here. And this one is cool. I have used this in the past for videos. It's a negativity effect. Like, it's one of those effects you usually see on phones, like, as you can tell. Like, that looks super cool. Now, if you want to change effects, all you do is you click on the effect square to, like, let's say you want to do something unique and just very different. Let's click on that TV one. And see, you get like the multiple screen effect. Oh, let me go back into it. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, also that does lead me to this. If you do want to pick back up on a project, you just click on the project when you go back into it, and then click on this pencil right here, and just click on Edit Project. But for this one, we are going to pick back up on the effects. So we're going to go back into effects. And for this one, we're just going to take the effects off, if I can. Oh, there we go, no effect. Now, if you guys want to add music, which I know some of you guys will, you click on this. And then what you want to do is, like, whenever you download music, you click on this right here, and it'll show you like all these different audio files that you can choose from. And you can also import from your Google Drive, which is awesome, or you can do voiceovers. Or, as I said, if you have Pro, you can get more sound clips, which I don't worry about. Now, focusing on images, which I really like, you can actually take and do really cool things with images. Like for this one, I'm just going to use Live Portrait Maker just for an example. This is actually one that this is an app I do like to use. All you do is you simply click on whatever image you want, and you just hit the plus sign just like everything else. Wait, where did it go? Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit the back button on that. And just to be funny, but usually as you can see, like your music will end up down here, and your layered images or whatever will end up on this line. But for this one, just to be funny, we're going to go into music, downloads, and just to be, funny and random, we're just going to click on, let's say I wanted to use my song, well, not my song, but mine and my brother Sean's song, Turkey Sandwich, which is a good song, by the way. I'll post the link in the description if you guys want to hear it. You simply click on that, and it adds it to it. And as you can see, once it's done loading, you can then drag it back and forth just by simply holding the mouse or your hand or whatever you're on over it until it turns yellow. And then as you can see, you can move it back and forth. And then if you want to edit it, you simply click on it. Click on this pencil. And this what I'm doing right now applies to all things, whether it's images, audio, video, what have you. Once you click on it, you're going to click on edit. And then as you can tell, you got volume, duplicate, and all that, but we're not going to focus on any of that because that just pertains to the audio. What you're going to want to do is, if you're trying to edit a video or if you want to clip a video, you simply click on the thing. You simply click on it like you did with this down here. And then you click edit, and you'll be presented with this. And this is where you can duplicate it, you can color it, reverse it, you can change the speed of the video, the volume, you can control the volume, up and down, or you even have a mixer where you can do different ones.